Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I am deeply familiar with this region. You can count on me to guide you. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Pray, follow me.
Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post haste. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
I shan't let them pass.
We must admit our defeat. All is lost.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I'm not going to take that from you.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force. If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
Start it all. Take that from you. Have you lost your mind? I'm not putting up with this.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say. Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing. This might be worth a read.
This is rather thrilling.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. This heavy pack is slowing me down some. If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship.
Shall we
And in
discuss tactics now or later? Master, idle chatter shan't do our cause any good. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect your Sir Baron's request is quite understandable.
Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet no two of us are the same. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Steps in it.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
Can't expect to fare so well every day. I mustn't let the captain
Well
see
met.
I end up
Will be in my
feeling
pieces
weary
they call
even
masterworks.
after
Well met. I always have a warm welcome for a customer. A trying time for merchants of any ilk. Would that the gold would only rain down on my head. Would that the gold would only rain down on my... Always a pleasure. Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
Would you mind coming over here? Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Indeed, you are correct.
Where to now?
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime.
Shame she's run off.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Not compared to a real bow.
No one bothered stepped in it.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I end up feeling weird.
It isn't easy keeping the pantry stocked.
If done, I'm off to the tavern.
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen. But not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Well, more there.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
And nary a coin to show for it.
The best quality a soldier can
There's
have.
no easy thing, making a living as a soldier. What must needs be done? Like you don't answer, I must go where duty calls me.
Might treat us to a roast.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Mayhap I'll treat myself
First,
to
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We ought to make the delivery now. Lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are. It would seem we've all we need to hand. There, Master! Saurians!
Ice attacks work wonders against their ilk.
I've got it pinned!
We'll have a hard time using his spell fluid at us now. Well done. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Over here, if you please. Tis this way. Here we are.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know...
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first? The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the place Arisen, or thereabouts.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
I'd fain lead the way, if you would be so kind as to follow me.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials. And I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
You have our gratitude. Lead the way. Let me get that.
Zahnbürste. So.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report? We now have all the requested items in hand. Let us deliver them to Sir Marcus post haste. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
That's right. Here we go. Hard full up. There's the one way going up there.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Shall we report our results? Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Would you mind coming over here?
Serves Chesterfield.
Just about anyway.
We have reached our destination.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
I don't know. The one I've got's pretty good so far.
Fancy a gander? I find good.
Over here, if you please.
We've got goblins!
I will protect you.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. True enough.
Follow me, if you would.
The battle continues.
Well said.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd... Ought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution. Would you mind coming over here?
I shan't let them harm you.
I will finish this, here and now.
This way, Master.
Sad the laser. She's good at guiding.
Over here, if you please. The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen. Shall we come back later?
I dare say we shan't make much progress as things stand. What say we refresh our minds as to the details of our task?
Come back at night.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
We could do with a lantern's light. Allow me. I am grateful. You can count upon me to return the favor.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
No. I take off my wallet. I did indeed. So then
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Would you mind coming over here?
come on, come on.
We're here, Master.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my command. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Simple enough, eh? Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin.
Shit. That's one thing I want to do.
See, I dare say I need it. I've ne'er met anyone. A commendable sort you are.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly. A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be willing to join the fray. Wait! I here! Watch my back!
I mustn't let the captain see my knees. I'm dead on my feet after today.
Well met.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard.
is that?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a Cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? 'Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long before I'm forced to resign from my post. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Ayun naman kanila.